Okay. Hello, everybody. Um, Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. So yeah, yesterday was Monday, right? Looks like I think it's probably good for me not to drink on Monday to detox myself. But I haven't thought about quitting drinking altogether. But I don't think it's a good idea that I quit drinking. Okay, because if I quit drinking, I would not be doing this. Okay, so 'cause I don't get paid for doing this, so well, some things gotta pay, right? Um, so yeah, this is the pay, okay? Because if I'm not drinking, I wouldn't be doing this humanology series, okay? So yeah, it's like price to pay, okay? So me drinking, yeah, that's the price that I'm doing this, okay? Because otherwise, I won't be doing this because if I'm just talking to myself, that's not fun. But if I'm drinking and talking to the camera, it is fun. So yeah. Okay. So we've been talking about this linguistics, brand new linguistics, this three consonant analysis. We call it what triism. I think it's good for mnemonics. If you're learning a brand new foreign language, one good way to learn a brand new foreign language is try to compare with the word that you already know in your own language. Okay, then you can make some kind of narrative between, and two of them kind of sound similar, right? So you have brand new languages word that you are trying to memorize as a mnemonics device. Yeah, you connect that with a like 2 to 1 pattern, 2 to 1 family or 3 to 3 family, right? You find that kind of word in your own language, and then you make some semantical connection between the two words. That's one way to, yeah, learn a brand new word. Okay, so triism can be useful in mnemonics. Okay, and also, what future linguists can research is this: is there some correlation between these triistic families and like names or words or in the grammatical family like verbs? Do they tend to be verbs, English or some other languages, verbs, do they tend to have 3 to 2 pattern or 1 to 2 pattern, whatever? Yeah, you can make some kind of research project to find some correlation, whether there exists such correlation or some other kind of correlation, like between grammatical family like verbs and 3 to 2 family, or like most verbs tend to have 3 to 2 pattern, or maybe some other whatever, some correlation. Okay, like common names, persons names, or even some animal names. Do they have tend to have like 3 1 3 pattern, something like that? Okay, yeah, you can make all kinds of theory. Okay, based on this triism. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at this Lorentz transformation um, in the Wikipedia because last night I was kind of bored and started looking at the history of special relativity, and I learned that it wasn't all Einstein. Einstein is just more like a compiler and reinterpreter, reinterpreter of this compiled knowledge back in the days. I mean, in his time. Yes, it's Lorentz transformation. It's not Einstein transformation. It was discovered by Lorentz, and this space-time is not a new concept. It's not from Einstein. It's from Minkowski. Okay, Minkowski space was once teacher of Einstein in Zurich, ETH. You know, the engineering school in Switzerland that Einstein went to. He failed once the entrance exam. Okay, so he was not a typical elitist kind of student. Okay, he was more like us, kind of creative, laid back kind of. So this yeah, we can call him brother Einstein, brother, and so Einstein he didn't contribute that much. Okay, he just collected, learned, and compiled and reinterpreted all what other people have done. He just kind of got like jigsaw puzzle. He he kind of conjoined together. Okay, put them together. Okay, just a good assembler, I guess. Good learner too. Yeah, yeah, space time. Yeah, it came from what Minkowski, and also there's a scientist named Voigt, Voigt. Okay, probably University of Göttingen or something. Student of David Hilbert, which is very famous German mathematician. Okay, so yeah, he was Voigt, and there's many other people. Heaviside and Maxwell, what Michael's Morley, whatever, like this host of this physicists. Okay, they were developing this theory about ether. Okay, and the only contribution in special relativity that Einstein came up with is just to break that traditional notion where time and space is absolute. Okay, that's his only. Even that wasn't that new. It was like what this length contraction. It wasn't from Einstein originally. It was from either Lorentz or someone else in his time. Okay, so also yeah, Poincaré. Okay, it was Henri Poincaré or something. Yeah, he also contributed a lot. They are all predecessors of Einstein. Okay, Einstein perhaps didn't give enough credit to Poincaré because he was kind of competitor, But before he died, yeah, he did acknowledge his contribution. But yeah, I was wondering, then why is Einstein so famous? I mean, why is he so household name? Probably the single most famous scientist in secular, non-scientific society, world, community. Everybody knows Einstein, even though you don't know anything about science. Household name. So why is that the case? I mean, he, in many ways, Einstein is very overrated scientist. Okay, very um, hyper inflated, overestimated kind of scientist. Okay, because his contribution isn't that big, Einstein. Okay, and nowadays physicists or physics educators they start to realize that. Okay, it's not just all Einstein. No, it's or Levi Civita or all those the tensor calculus. No, he didn't invent that. Well, Einstein summation notation is just small notational convention, really. Okay, Einstein is very overrated figure. Okay, because okay, because what's called the special theory of relativity isn't that new. Okay, even E is equal to mc squared. There, some people speculate that it's not Einstein wasn't that the first person who discovered that. Okay, and there was some maybe it was Voigt or something. I don't know, but there's some literature out there that Einstein wasn't the first one who discovered this E is equal to mc squared. Okay, so Einstein's very overrated. Okay, so I'm wondering why is Einstein so overrated and why is he more famous, more popular than anybody else? Perhaps because he's fucking Jew. Okay, perhaps because he's fucking Jew. Maybe that's why he is famous. Like the affirmative action kind of. Just like Oscar Wilde, Alan Turing, all these garbages, right? All idiots. Gay Maynard Keynes, John Maynard Keynes, or Lady Gaga, whose music is all garbage, or Katy Perry, Ellen DeGeneres, or what, Anderson Cooper, they got no talents, or they are famous only because they are fucking faggots, dickly sticks or ass fucking faggots, okay? Just because they are gay. Yeah, they become senators, congressmen, or just there because those girls are Muslim. They become congressmen, senators, okay? So, or affirmative action. Barack Obama, President Obama, he just because he's black. He's not even full blown black, half black. Yeah, half black is black, right? Yeah, just because he's black, he became president two times. Okay, just because he's black, because he's a fucking idiot. He's President Trump. Just because he's a white male, that's why he became the president. Okay, he got no talents. He's so fucking bunch of idiot, man. Oh bullshit. Okay. Huh? Uh, this is why I should be drinking because I think I have more fun when I drink. Perhaps I'm more humorous. Perhaps more courageous and braver when I'm drink. So yeah, I should be drink. I should keep drinking. Just that on Monday I should detox and Monday I should not drink. That's fine. Today I also reduced my smoking cigarette level too. I had one cigarette in the morning to help my bowel movement. Bowel movement. Okay? Bowel movement. Is it bowel or vowel? Tummy, lower tummy. I have no idea. I think it's bowel. Bowel movement and then so um yeah, I was copying over this digital files over there, so it's done. So yeah, Einstein. I mean, there's no reason that he should be so famous, really. Okay, maybe space and time. It's now it's relative. It's not absolute. It was new. Okay, it was. I think it was Lorentz or somebody else. Yeah, the contraction of length. Okay, it was already known. Okay. Yeah, so Einstein's contribution is fairly minimal one. Okay, he didn't contribute that much. Okay, so I mean, field equation, but general relativity, black hole, garbage. I feel the equation is cool. Okay, yeah, he kind of popularized tensor calculus. Okay, so that's cool, but again, it's minimal contribution. Okay, so he shouldn't he shouldn't be that this well known in this day and age. Albert Einstein. Okay, because yeah, there's no reason why he should be this famous. Okay. Okay. So why was I interested in stereo relativity? Because it's not about relativity. Again, it's a misnomer. Okay. Just like oxymoron. What is an oxymoron? Is it some word that is used that has some contradictory, ironic, self-contradictory meaning? I don't know. I never. I've looked up several times in my past what the definition of oxymoron. I always forget because I always this joke about that word always replaces my memory of that definition of the word. So maybe I am oxymoron, a moron who likes oxygen. Such a silly joke. I'm a moron who loves oxygen. Yeah, so I call myself an oxymoron. Who doesn't love oxygen, right? I like drinking because I'm relaxed. Because the whole day, man, tense, intense. Give me a break. This is the only time I can truly relax. You know. Yeah, and also yeah, before I started recording, yeah, I had my second cigarette. Okay, it's not whole cigarette, no, cigarette session. What is one cigarette session for me? Three puffs. What a quarter of a cigarette. That's what I meant by I smoked cigarette this morning before I had bowel movement. Yeah, three puffs, four puffs, five puffs, max, tops. Quarter of a cigarette, maybe one third of a cigarette. It's extremely rare. I smoke full cigarette in one session. That's very rare. Maybe once a year, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I had my second smoking session just because before I started recording this. How many? Maybe less than maybe one fifth of cigarette. Okay, so is there any? Oh yeah, why am I interested in this relativity theory? So yeah, relativity theory isn't exactly about relativity. It's about absolutivity. Okay, because they used to think speed of light is relative and space and time is absolute. But Einstein discovered that. I mean, suggested that he proposed that, postulated that maybe it's the other way. Maybe speed of light is the absolute and space and time is relative. Yeah, in a way, yeah, maybe it's a good contribution. It was kind of brave of him, courageous. Okay, but again, it's not that difficult. It's just swapping, a permutation. Swapping, which is relative, which is absolute. It has to be one and one. Okay, it didn't quite work when they assumed that speed of light is absolute, I mean relative, and the space and time is absolute. That's how they thought it would be, but it didn't quite work. So Einstein came and what if we just switch the two? What if the absolutivity and relativity we assign that to light and space time, right? I mean relativity and absolutivity they assigned it to light and space time, right? But Einstein just all he did is just swapped it, switched the two. Yeah, maybe it's the speed of light that is absolute, and space time maybe that's was relative. Okay, that's all he did. Okay, that's special theory of relativity. Everything else he took it from somebody else. Okay, so he's not that brighter guy really. He was just brave, curious. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we're using this permutation, right? Conceptually, metaphysically. Yeah, they have combinatorics. We can say it's a permutorics, permutate, combinatorics, permu, combination, permutation. So if it's combinatorics, how about permutatorics? Again, we are swapping, substituting, switching, okay? Instead of Sean, we are doing torics. Combinatorics. Permutatorics, okay. Okay? Kind of same number of syllables. Permutation, combination, okay? Number of syllables. Okay? Yeah, permutatorics. We can call it at that. Metaphysical permutatorics. Just showed you, okay? I'm kind of reinterpreting what happened during the development of special relativity theory. Okay? Yeah, we are kind of historian too, because we know about things so too about history. A history about is study of history is about reinterpretation. Okay, so yeah, we just did that. Yeah, absolutivity, relativity, speed of space time, and speed of light. Whoop. That's all Einstein did, ever did, in the special theory of relativity. Okay. Yeah. We take a break, okay, and we get back to whatever. Yeah. It's getting too hot. Okay, so. Oh, too hot. Okay, we're back. The appeal, yeah, relativity theory has this great appeal. So many people want to learn it. I'm just one of them. Okay, it has some appeal to it. This challenge of learning tensor calculus and whatnot. Because special theory of relativity isn't that difficult to understand. Okay, mathematically, it's fairly basic. Okay, special theory of relativity. So yeah, it's taught in undergrad level to non-physics majors. Okay, if you have bachelor's of science degree, you take what 3 semesters worth of college physics. Yeah, you learn special theory of relativity. It's kind of became standard. Okay, because it's not that difficult to understand. Okay, mathematically speaking. But general theory of relativity, on the other hand, you have to overcome this mountain, Himalaya mountain of this tensor calculus, and right. So that's quite challenging, and so yeah, I found this in the YouTube, this nice and kind college professor in America, MIT educated. Yeah, he gave fantastic lecture about tensor calculus. So I watched like first 10 lectures like twice, and it was really good. So yeah, I have some basic understanding of what tensor calculus is about, just basics. Okay, then I stopped watching because I got enough inspiration. Because to me, it's not my job to understand the general theory of relativity. The reason I study it is to be inspired and to make my own theory. Okay, there are all other people out there who understand general theory of relativity. There's no need for me to be yet another one of them. Okay, my job is to be inspired, and if I get when I get enough inspiration, yeah, I abandon learning. I just stop learning. I got enough. Why? Because it's more worthwhile to spend my time to make my own theory than learning somebody else's theory that other people already know about. It is pointless. It's a waste of my time. So my time is more precious than that. Okay. My time is better spent on a more creative endeavor. The kind of things that only I can do. Okay. So then what's the lesson from relativity, general relativity? Is yeah, we talked about this multiple times. We're kind of revisiting it. Okay. Yeah, it's about absolutivity. Okay, so tensor notation is coordinate independent. Okay, because in humanology, everybody can be thought as independent coordinate system. You have stretched coordinate, kind of, or condensed coordinate, kind of blunt people, insensitive people, or very sensitive people, finely refined people with sophisticated aesthetic taste, whatever. Okay, so tensor calculus is about finding this absolute equation that is not dependent on coordinate system. So it's about absolutivity. It's not about relativity. No. It's more about absolutivity. Okay, that's what tensor calculus is about. Okay. Yeah, this tensor equation is coordinate invariant. It does not depend on what kind of coordinate system that you are using. So to me, that was the appeal as a humanologist. Perhaps that's what the truth is. Absolute truth. No matter what you believe in, this truth is true to everyone, whether you're liberal, conservative. Yeah. So do I have that yet? Well, let's find out because I don't have it yet. Absolute truth. I don't have it yet. So let's find it out. Okay. Oh boy. That's our task at hand because I don't have it yet. Okay. What's the absolute truth? Okay. Um and we will have to talk about Jesus, okay? His perhaps his golden rule a little bit. Dude, why is it so hard? It is hard. Getting hard. Oh boy. So let's take a shot at it, okay? So some coordinate independent truth. Well, first bet, it's this, okay? There's this. There are absolute things and relative things, okay? If you are a pro-gayist, you'll be happy to see two men kissing, okay? But if you're an anti-gayist like me, when I see two men kissing, I don't like it. I'm unhappy about it. Okay, so that part is relative. Okay, okay, let's throw some diagram there. Okay, it's like it can be expressed in one-dimensional coordinate system because in humanology we extend frequently use one-dimensional coordinate system that you may have seen in your elementary school. Okay, because we are very humble people, humanologists. Okay, this humanology. There are other people, other humanologists out there like this, some Indian guy with this turban. He to me he looks like a crook, total fraud, self-acclaimed, self-wise. Many Indians are like that. Okay, nowadays they just because they are Indians, they think they are philosophers and they're all knowing, wise philosopher, wisdom. Bullshit. Just because you're Indian, it doesn't not mean you're a philosopher. Okay, so that's also prejudice, bias. Okay, kind of like deceptive bias, positive bias. Yeah, not every Indian is smart and wise, but there's this that stereotype, you know. Oh, you're Indian. Oh, yeah, philosophy. But nah, not every old Indian man is wise. Okay, so just because he's wearing this turban or whatnot, mustache, garbage, crooks, con man. That's all they are. Well, that's at least what they seem to me. Okay. Yeah, don't be so naive and simplistic like that. Don't be such a simpleton. Okay, so yeah, one-dimensional coordinate system. Okay, so I'm an anti-gayist, so ladies first. Pro-gayist. Okay, so if you are pro-gayist, this uh, left, right, right minus. Okay, here's zero. So this is a pro-gayist. PG. Okay, anti pro-gayism, anti-gayism. Okay, so if you are liberal, this is like Democrats' liberal coordinate system. Okay, leftist. Now rightist, we see right direction as something very positive, not left something negative. Okay, so Okay, so if you are anti-gayist, then yeah, you are very positive. If you are pro-gayist, you're something very negative. Okay, so now a gay guy is right here. This gay guy, okay, in the coordinate system of these liberalists, oh, you're in +5, but in the anti-gayist coordinate system, you're -5 because we see pro-gayism as something very negative, okay? Because we are conservatives, you know. So this coordinate of this gay guy, okay, it is relative, okay. Okay. Now, how about displacement? So we're talking about position vector according to two opposite direction coordinate system. Okay. Well, it's better to give this infinite arrow, infinite vector. Axis is an infinite vector. Okay. Let's give it some directionality. Okay, like this. Okay, it's like arrow that goes on forever. Okay, axis. Okay, an axis like x-axis is an infinite vector. Okay, its length is infinite. Direction it only has one direction. Okay. So, well, okay, this gay George or Gary the gay, George the gay, whatever. Okay. Well, if your name is Gary or George, no offense to you. Yeah, this guy, his position vector. Okay, it could be +5 in the leftist coordinate system. A person who is a liberal, Democrat. Okay, but his position vector is -5 in this coordinate system of conservative, Republican, or Christian. Okay, why? Yeah, it's liberals like secular, atheist, whatever, right? Okay. Christian, Republican, conservative, yeah, you're a negative figure. Okay. Yeah, just because you're gay. Okay. So that's the position vector. Okay, in two different coordinate systems. The position vector it is relative. What about displacement vector? Okay, what is a displacement vector? It's a subtraction of two position vector. Okay. So we just found out position vector is relative. It depends because it's coordinate covariant. It varies with the change of coordinates. Okay. You use different coordinates, then position vector differs. Okay. Well, how about displacement? What is the displacement? It's a difference between two position vectors. So it's a vector subtraction. That's displacement vector. Okay, like change in position. Okay. Let's say this gay guy become straight guy. Okay. So in a sense, there's some absolute coordinate here. Okay, that does not have any directionality. Well, that does not. Okay, this absolute coordinate system, it does not assign whether it's positive or negative. It's like apolitical. It's purely factual kind of coordinate system. Are you gay or are you straight? Okay, so we don't care about ethics or morality. We want to just know whether this guy's gay or straight. That's the absolute coordinate system. Okay, we don't assign any negativity, positivity, value, judgment. We do not assign any values. We just state the fact. We're being apolitical, political neutral. Okay, a-religious, a-ethical, amoral. Okay, okay. So this guy, gay guy, became straight guy. Okay, so first he was gay. Second, later on in time, he became straight. Okay, so this amount is the displacement. Okay, so this we call it change. Okay, so change is what, S2 minus G1. Okay, change in position. All right, simple vector subtraction. Okay, what is a vector subtraction? Okay, you have vector C, right? Let's say this is vector B A. Okay, and C is vector C is B minus A. Okay, it's always the end minus, I mean, head minus tail. That's how it is. Head minus tail. Later minus earlier. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's S2 minus S1. This is S2 from here to here minus G1. Okay, he became straight. Okay, so because being straight in this gay community is, oh no, yeah, straight is bad. Okay, so I'm kind of making it more drastical and simplifying, perhaps making more extremizing. Okay, for the sake of discussion. All right, so I mean, come on, you are liberal, you're Democrat, you're secular. What would you think about this gay guy who became straight? You're a turncoat. You betrayed your own kind. You are persuaded by these Christians, Republicans. So, Democrats, liberals, leftists, probably they will not like this guy who was once gay and now straight. Like, hey, what got into you, man? You used to be cool, gay guy, but now maybe some Christians persuaded you, so I guess you're kind of Republican now. You're conservative. You think gay is bad, so yeah, get out of here. Probably that's what they're gonna say. Okay, so it's not too far fetched. That's the, that's the point I'm trying to make you. So in one-dimensional coordinate, a vector is a scalar. Okay, so plus number, negative, positive, negative number, zero. It has this one-dimensional direction. Okay, so what is S2? Plus 5. I'm sorry. In the liberal coordinate, we call it liberal. Okay. Minus 5, because being straight is so bad. Minus plus 5, because being gay is so cool. Yes, oh, if you're straight, yeah, whatever. But if you're gay, you're our prophet or hero. But if you became straight from being gay, oh my goodness, you are the worst of all. Minus 10, okay? Now, if you are conservative, then Oh my goodness, you did great job because you once was you are now straight, which is plus five. So this is minus five, plus five. Okay. Now you're straight, and before you used to be gay. My goodness, high achiever. So we recognize your achievement because you used to be gay, horrible person, and you now straight. So great achievement. Okay. So there's a displacement. Okay. So displacement here, it also is coordinate covariant. It's relative. It's not absolute. Okay. So we haven't quite found this coordinate invariant thing yet. Okay. Absolute truth. We want to find some commonality between liberals and Republicans. Some something that's common between liberals and Republicans. Whether you are liberal or Republican, you're all the same. That's the kind of thing that we are looking for. Coordinate invariant, kind of absolute truth about human beings. Human beings. Okay. That's what we are after. Okay. We're gonna take a break and we get to the bottom of this. Okay. If you have been watching this thus far, back in the days, like last year or some at some point, we said we did some Galilean relativity, where actually displacement was invariant. Why? Because there's this two coordinate system frame of reference was they were moving on into the same direction, or one was static, the other was moving. Yeah, in that case, yeah, the displacement can be invariant, but not when you flip the direction of this coordinate system, like 180 degrees, like all about face, then yeah, displacement becomes covariant, not invariant. Okay, so it becomes relative. Okay, so all right, so yeah, we're contributing to physics, at least physics, pedagogy, didactics, education, instruction. Okay, so we'll take a break. Okay, so I bet you can see all this. I mean, I don't have to like zoom in, do I? Yeah, you can see. Okay. Ah, we'll take a break. I had one tuna can and some what baby tomatoes and some milk. That was my dinner. Okay, it was good. Okay, so nowadays I eat dinner, small dinner before this recording, and after this recording, I will eat again small dinner. So I eat like four times nowadays because I'm doing like double time, man. Yeah, but each time I eat kind of small amount. So, all right, take a break, okay? Okay. Oh, yeah, I gotta confess you. I take selfie photos, bathroom selfie photos on a daily basis. Okay, so beneath this suit and tie, I'm wearing some like Hawaiian shirt. You wanna see it? Yeah, this Hawaiian shirt, Hawaiian T-shirt. Because during the lunchtime, typically I run to my restaurant. Okay, the restaurants that I frequent. Okay, yeah, during the lunchtime, so I run there. I cannot run like this in this hot weather. It's not that high. It's like 42 degrees, 45 degrees, whatever. Okay, so yeah, I take this off and it's my Hawaiian shirt and this. And when I run, it gets even hotter. So I take this off and I hold this on my hand and then I run. On the other hand, I have this water bottle. It's kind of awkward position, awkward posture to run, but that's something I learned in special forces. Okay, because in special forces training, one of the training is that you run in very awkward position, like carrying something here or here, and then you run. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I do that on a daily basis. Okay, so do I get self-conscious? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I run on a trail as far away from the road so that because I don't want to. I'm not a show off. I don't want to show that kind of running to other people. But for me, running is survival. Okay, it's something I have to do in order to survive. So I have to do it. Okay, so I'm kind of like local fixture. Yeah, a lot of people recognize me in my town. Kind and generous Alaskans. Okay, but everywhere I went, yeah, with a few exceptions, yeah, in general, I have good reputation. People are nice and generous to me. Me being very different kind of person, yeah, they tolerate me. Okay, because this is America, it's not Korea. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some Koreans are very nice and tolerant too. I always had a few good friends. All my 20 years, almost 20 years in South Korea. Yeah, they're, they're good people in Korea. They're not all that bad. Okay. Uh, so, okay, we found position vector is what? Position vector is relative, and displacement vector is also relative. What's the next level? Okay, position vector is like position vector, and displacement vector is kind of like velocity. Okay, and displacement, the next level, the difference between two displacements, there will be acceleration. Okay, so there's position vector, velocity vector, and then there's acceleration vector. Okay, so is acceleration vector something absolute? Okay, what's the velocity here? Let's say it took just one day, or maybe 3 days, like Jesus coming from dead to live resurrection. Maybe it takes 3 days, but for the sake of convenience, we'll do it just one day. Okay, one day this gay guy, became straight. Okay, so liberals see that as something very negative because he must have been influenced by these bigots, Christians, Christian therapists, Christian church psychotherapists, whatever. This was sexual reorientation therapy or whatever. Okay. Yeah, maybe he's influenced by that. Okay, so they see that as something very negative. So one day he became straight. I mean, from gay to straight. So there's something negative velocity. The time is always positive. Okay, so yeah, velocity. One per one day in one day he turned quote from great gay guy to this horrible horrendous straight guy. Sucks to be you, man. Right? That's how liberals, Democrats, secular people would say. And then, um, okay, in terms of acceleration, it's same. Okay, yes, there's this. He's been a gay guy for a very long time, so velocity was zero because there's no change in his position, gay position, being a gay guy, very long time, and in one day, he had this velocity change to this negative direction, the right conservative direction, Christian direction. So, oh my goodness, that's so horrible. It happened one day, so you divide minus 10, 0 minus 10 by one day, yeah, it's still negative. So, yeah, acceleration is still negative. Okay. So, we haven't quite found something that absolute mathematical, physical entity, humanological entity yet. They're all relative. Acceleration, velocity, position. That's all. It all depends on the coordinate system. So we haven't found that yet. Okay. Now we did a lot of physical stuff, physical, mathematical, physical stuff. But let's just leave this behind us and be more metaphysical. Okay, humanological. Okay, so humanology is very metaphysical. Okay, it's like metaphysics. It's a metaphysics. Okay, so copium. Okay, that's the unit of metaphysics. Humanological metaphysics. Okay, so uh, like 2 days ago we talked about happiness. Okay, where does happiness come from? There are two ways. It's a temporal copium transfer and spatial copium transfer. Okay, you can derive happiness from your past. If you're hard working yesterday and today you are having a day off, then yeah, you transferred happiness from your yesterday to today. There's a temporal time wise copium transfer. Okay. Now, on the other hand, you can do spatial copium transfer. Right now, here's you and here's I. I make fun of you at the expense of your happiness. I'm happy because I'm picking on you. Okay? You fucking idiot. I'm laughing and you are. Yeah, spatial copium transfer. At the same time, at one point in time, yeah, happiness copium, a kind of copium, transfers from you to me. I'm like, your happiness is mine. I'm sucking in your happiness. Okay, spatial copium transfer. Okay, temporal copium transfer is two different time, and at the same spatial point. Me yesterday and me today. I suffered yesterday doing this, what, alcoholic, non-alcoholic fasting, zero alcohol. Now I'm drinking, so I'm happy. Okay. I suffered yesterday from the lack of alcohol. Now I'm happy, enjoying now because I have alcohol. Okay? Yeah. Same point, spatial point, because in humanological space, human space, every point is a person. That's why it's human space. Every point in this coordinate space is human. Okay, all right. Okay. So, what's coordinate invariant is this. Gay in English word, gay means happy. Okay, so why are they so happy? Yeah, gay guys. Okay, they're happy because they can have sex all the time. We straight guys, we are unhappy because to have sex with a girl, man. Even if you are married, even if you have a girlfriend, girls they don't want to have sex. We are unhappy with straight guys because we don't get to have sex as often as we want. It does not matter whether you're a single guy, boyfriend or girlfriend, or married man. Yeah, you can always get sex because girls they don't always want sex. Maybe once a month. I mean, if they are pre-menopausal, if they're post-menopausal, maybe once a year, right? So, if that. Okay, so because girls are like this, they have evolved so that they become very cautious because even in animal level like deer, moose, bears, elks, caribous, they're all the same. They only mate the strongest male. So males they fight to death many times. It's product of evolution. So human females, women, they're like, oh, I'm a girl, and if he's a bad man, I do not want his sperm in my vagina because then my child will be a bad person just like he is. So I need to get to know him first. If I'm gonna have his child, I want to make sure that he's a good man so that our child will be a good person. Okay? So that's why the victim of rape they want to abort because rapist is a bad man, right? So I mean, she suffered from being raped by this motherfucker, okay? And would she go through this 9 months labor of pregnancy and this one day of this horrendous pain and suffering of this childbirth just to give birth to another rapist like him who raped me, who raped, I mean, I'm playing this female character, okay? No way, man. Yeah, fuck no. So yeah, she want to abort because she want to have child of this monster inside of her. She does not. Okay, that rapist was a monster to her. Now, does she want to have that another monster, his child, inside of her growing? It's like alien movie, right? No, fuck no. She doesn't want that. That's why I'm kind of leaning toward pro-abortion. Why? Because, okay, let's say she was drunk or she had sex with this guy in a party and condom broke or they were just too drunk and they didn't bother wearing condom, whatever, right? So I agree with this President Obama's reasoning of this to justify pro-abortionism because he said, President Obama, he said, yeah, it's too harsh a punishment for a single mistake of one night to force this girl to have this baby. It was just sex. It's just this condom that broke. It was product defect, or maybe they forgot to wear condoms. Whatever. It's just too harsh a punishment for a woman to impose this duty to have this baby. It's just too much pain, and It just doesn't end there. I mean, she had to what, raise this child is too expensive, and oh, yeah, she can give up to adoption agency. So yeah, President Bush Jr. Yeah, okay, yeah, adoption is better than abortion. So adoption is better than abortion. But yeah, it has some merit there. That argument it has some merit, but at the same time, he's not a woman. He doesn't know what it takes to get pregnant for 9 months and then give birth to pain and suffering of giving birth labor is tremendous. How do I know? Because I had this constipation and I kind of gave birth to this big stool, big shit, hardened. It was very painful. Okay, I guess birth labor is kind of like that. Okay, so constipation, this big thing out of my asshole. Let's take a break. Okay, so we take a break. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm gonna switch out some drinks. Uh, yeah. We're gonna take a break, okay? Don't you agree that it's better I drink? Because I'm talking about all this. Otherwise, I will never talk about this if I'm just sober. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. So we're back. So it's that copium transfer that is absolutivistic. Okay, okay, because and we'll talk about Jesus very soon because he 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 knew this. Okay, Jesus, Son of God. Okay, yeah, Christian Jesus. Okay, so yeah, love your enemy. Okay, because that's the only way you can prove that you are better than your enemies. Okay, so we're gonna erase this soon. So let me take a picture of that, and then yeah. So we found it. It's the copium transfer that's absolutivistic. It's coordinate invariant. All right. So okay. Let's take a picture of this. I did some bug crawling in my bald spot. Ugh. Oh boy. Ugh. My my cell phone is very cheap. It does not zoom in and out. I can download this camera app, but again, my cell phone is cheap. It has very limited space, and okay, it's the cheapest smartphone I could get. So I have to like lean back, like my the other hand on the wall. Quite a workout every time. So it's good. It's good to be cheap, so that I do some workout every now and then, exercising my muscle. Because if you are rich, yeah, you become like fat cat like Donald J. Trump, President Trump, because you eat all this fancy food, this yummy, so you eat and you become obese like President Trump. Okay, so or Harvey Weinstein. Okay, yeah. Or if you're rich and famous and powerful, yeah, you become like Jim Carrey, who get all the girls and he get STD. Or what? This what? Martin Sheen? What Sheen? Charlie Sheen? Yeah, he got AIDS because rich, power, rich and famous. So yeah, he get all the girls, so he get AIDS. Okay. Yeah. And Charlie Sheen, he's a handsome guy. He, son of his father was Martin Sheen or something, who's also an actor. And there's Jack Bauer. What's his name? What? What's the actor Jack Bauer? What's his name? Kiefer Sutherland is son of another actor, Donald Sutherland. Yeah, but I guess they didn't become as famous as Charlie Sheen. So Jack Bauer, does he have STD? I have no idea. Okay, whatever. But yeah, Charlie Sheen. Yeah, he was in what those movies. It's not Under Siege. Under Siege was Steven Seagal. He was in that movie with this beautiful girl, brunette girl, Wally something. What was that movie? Navy SEAL, I think. Yeah, I think that was the title of that movie. Yeah, yeah, he's a handsome guy, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I like him as an actor, but I didn't like that what Two and a Half Men or what Big Bang Theory. Oh, garbage TV show, garbage TV. Disgusting. Big Bang Theory, they have this fucking faggot ass. My goodness. This Charlie Sheen, what Two and a Half Men, absolute garbage. Okay. Ugh. TV porn. Garbage. Disgusting. Okay. I don't even want to talk about the garbage Hollywood TV shows. Okay. Well, let's get back to this. Okay, so why are they garbages? Well, because they're kind of lukewarm. I mean, in the Bible, it's either you should be hot or cold, or I spit it out. Where is it? Book of Revelation, actually. Okay. Yeah, God does not like lukewarm or tepid. Okay. But in terms of pornography, yeah, we shouldn't make. Girls should not go into porn industry, not anymore. We already have accumulation of this corpus of porn, adult film arts. Yeah, they're arts, but we don't want our daughters, sisters, nieces, cousins, mothers. We don't want them to get naked in the public because it's demeaning. It lowers their social status, and we care about them. So we already have enough number of pornographic material. So okay, so do I watch adult films nowadays? Not really, but I used to. Maybe I will too in the future. But nowadays, I guess I'm getting old, so I don't have sexual urges anymore. Not as much. So do I still masturbate? Yeah, that's all I can do. But I don't really feel the need for pornography. Not nowadays, by the way. Anyway, so let's get back to this. Okay. It's like this. Okay. It's like we don't even have to call it a coordinate system. We can do it in set theory, okay, rather than Cartesian coordinate system. It's just this, okay? There's the universe, okay? And there is me, I, and everyone else, others. That's it. Me and my people and everyone else. Others could be my enemies or could be somebody neutral, like people I don't care about, people I don't know. Okay, they're others, but me said, I said is me, myself, and people I care about, my friends and families, my colleagues, my company, my boss, my subordinates, my employees, employers, colleagues, the people I love, people on my side. Everybody else is either my enemies or I don't give a fuck. People I don't know, people I don't care. Okay. Yeah, it's a 2 point system. Okay. Egocentric coordinate system. That's what this is. Okay, this universe is either me or everyone else. My people and everybody else that I don't care about or I hate. Okay? Yeah, I guess you can kind of divide by this other set, this me complement is either zero or my enemy. Okay? But they are not my people. They are my enemies or zero, neutral. People I really don't care about. Okay? I don't give a fuck if they die, suffer, whatever. Enemy, if they suffer, then I'm happy. Okay. People I don't know. Okay, okay. I live in America, right? So maybe somewhere in the world, maybe they are suffering, but I don't know about it. I don't know them. I don't know the fact that they are suffering. So it does not make any difference to me. It's zero, neutral. But my enemy, when I see in the news, they are suffering. Oh, I'm happy. Yeah, yeah. Like many Americans that cheer to Osama bin Laden's death. Uh, Saddam Hussein's death, yeah, they had champagne popping and toast when Saddam Hussein or what Osama bin Laden. It's kind of funny. Osama bin Laden. You have Osama, right? Osama bin Laden. Osama and Barack Hussein. You know where I'm going with this. Saddam Hussein, right? Saddam Hussein, and you have Osama bin Laden, and you have what? Barack Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. So President Obama's middle name was Saddam Hussein, okay, and President Obama's last name was kind of like Osama bin Laden. So these fucking liberals, they started to call this guy, terrorist guy, Usama. It's not Osama, it's Usama. We gotta distinguish that from our venerable godlike president. Whatever, bullshit. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is absolutivistic. Okay, so it does not matter what, no matter what, you are conservative or liberal. It doesn't matter. Okay, you have an enemy, you have your colleagues, you have your friends and foes. So when your friend, loved ones are injured, you feel bad. Okay? It doesn't matter you're conservative or liberal. But when your enemy is injured, being criticized, or go declare bankruptcy, or go to jail, then you are happy, whether you are liberal or conservative. Because this any friends and foe concept is inherently relativistic. I'm conservative. Who are my friends? Conservatives. Who are my enemies? Liberals. Hypothetically, okay, because I'm not 100% conservative, okay. So, but let's say, assume that I'm conservative, okay. Yeah, my friends conservative, my enemies liberals. But let's assume that you are a liberal, your friends liberals, your enemies conservatives. It's relative. Who is your friend? Who's my friend? Who's your enemy? Who's my enemy? It depends on who I am. Am I conservative or am I liberal? Okay, so that's why it's relative. Okay, so the distinction between friends and foes is inherently relativistic. It's relative to my political position. Okay, that's why happiness is absolutistic. Why? When do I get happy? Let's say I'm conservative, okay? When do I get happy? I get happy when my conservative friends succeed, go up, and my liberal enemies go down, they fail. Then I'm happy. Okay? And let's say you're liberal. When are you happy? You are happy when your liberal friends go up, and you are happy when your conservative enemies go down. Okay? So we probably have done this before in perhaps in different expression mathematically. So yeah, come up with an equation, happiness equation. Okay? That is not coordinate dependent. That's absolutivistic. Okay? We have done this at least once before. Okay? Come up with some kind of tensor kind of general relativity kind of tensor equation that is coordinate independent. coordinate invariant. Okay, so we have done this before at least once. Okay, so yeah, come up with the equation. Okay, go for it. We'll take a break. Happiness equation. It's like field equation for this gravity in general, theory of relativity, whatever. Okay, we'll be back. Yeah, do it. Get it done. Happiness equation, okay? Happiness. Absolutistic, okay? Okay, what equation did you come up with? We're gonna end pretty soon because nowadays, I'm kind of getting old, so I want to reduce my drinking, smoking. So I'm not gonna do full 3 hours, okay? So I'm gonna present this equation to you, and we end it up right here because I'm getting old, okay? So tell me, what equation did you come up with? Present it to me. I'm all ears, eyes and ears. Okay. So yeah, let's take a picture of this. All right. All right. Yeah, tell me. Stage is yours. You're on the limelight, spotlight. Okay. So yeah, give it to me. Come on. Huh? You got it? Okay. Let me show you mine. Let me show you mine, okay? It goes like this, okay? So, happiness of X when X observe Y is equal to relation between X and Y multiplied by uh, happiness of Y observed by X. Oh, how about happiness? Well, how about pleasure? Okay, pleasure. X is happy when he sees Y, okay? Then let's say X and Y are friends. And because X pleasure is observation of pleasure of Y, because X can be mistaken. Maybe Y is pretending to be happy, but maybe he's not really happy. So yeah, maybe X is mistaken. Maybe he's fooled by Y's acting pretense. Okay, so because we can be all mistaken. Okay, perception. Okay, it's not perfect. Okay, we can be mistaken. We can misconceive, perceive. Okay, misunderstand. So, but X is happy about Y when X sees Y. X and Y, they're friends, and as far as X knows, Y is happy. He's experiencing this pleasure. Then yeah, then X is happy. Okay. Happy, unhappy. Okay, so or plus minus. It has to be 8 by 8. I mean, 8 entries. Okay. This is when X and Y are friends. Okay. Now you have X, Y, friend. X and Y, they are friends. Friendship. Okay. You have X and Y, they're enemies. Okay. No, no, that's not the right way to formulate that. Uh, this is something kind of new to me, okay? Quasi new, semi new, so. Okay. Y, you, X, me, okay? You are happy and you are unhappy, okay? Plus minus. Now, X, you're my enemy. Now X, we are on the same team. We are friends, you and me. Okay. When I see you are happy and I'm your enemy, I feel unhappy. When you are unhappy and you and I are enemies, I'm happy. Okay? Now, we are friends. Okay? When you are happy, I'm happy. When you are unhappy, I'm unhappy. Okay, so that's what this is. Okay? It does not matter whether I'm liberal or conservative. Okay? So it's like relativity minus relativity times relativity becomes absolutivity. Like minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. Relativity times relativity becomes absolutivity kind of concept. Okay? So what is relative? You and I, that's relative concept, right? My friends, my foes, your friends, your foes. Now, what's the second relativity? Yeah, friends and foes. So you and I, being me, being you, that's first relativity. Multiplied by friends and foes. That concept is also relative. Okay? So relativity multiplied by relativity becomes absolutivity. We are doing the purest metaphysics here. Okay? Like distilled, this crystallized kind of metaphysics. That's what we are dealing with here. Okay, it's conceptual multiplication, conceptual algebra, metaphysical algebra. Relativity times relativity becomes absolutivity. Just like minus 1 times minus 1 becomes plus 1. Okay, so that's what we are dealing with. Let's write that here. Okay. Up there. Relativity multiplied by relativity becomes absolutivity. Okay? Just like minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 becomes plus 1. Okay? And what a great contribution to philosophy or mathematics or metaphysics. This is a momentous moment, man. If you realize that, I mean, nobody's watching this, but it doesn't matter. It satisfies me. Yeah, I'm grateful to God. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Thank God. Thank Jesus. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, you are my Jesus. You are my Savior. Okay, you are my God. Jehovah. Okay, Allah, Buddha, Confucius, Socrates, whatever. Okay, let's Rene Descartes. Whatever. Okay, yeah, you are my God. You are my Jesus, my Savior. Okay, thank you. Because I couldn't have done this without you. This handful of people who is watching this. Okay. I mean, even if this viewership of this video series, humanology series, go to zero, I would still be doing this because I'm kind of masturbator, okay, fantasizer, dreamer, what, stargazer, okay. I imagine that maybe perhaps one day people will be watching this. Okay. Yeah. So good enough. Good enough. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta eat, sleep. Okay. Thank you.